Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to show you all how to grow extra kinky hair. I don't want to say how to grow because your hair is always growing, but how to retain length. So as you can see, this is really what the texture of my hair looked like. But this is last year, right? So my hair texture was looking like this. It was very, very kinky. And this has been stretched out, by the way. It's been stretched out on a wash day. And you can see that it looks really, really frizzy. It's very, very kinky. There's no curl definition. You can see me pulling it there that, it just wasn't at where I wanted it to be, and it was hard to deal with. Now, within 5 to 6 months, this is what we have, okay? This has also been stretched out. So I'm showing you what it was stretched out previously 6 months ago till now. Well, not now, but obviously during this season. And you can see that it's looking more straighter a little bit. There's no curl definition because it's obviously extra kinky hair. What I'm going to do is to show you all how to retain length with extra kinky hair, because believe me, it's really different compared to 4B hair. This is 4C hair, but it's very, very kinky, and this will also apply to those who have coarse hair as well. So let's get into the demonstration. So this is my mom and I am doing her hair. Okay, she's also got 4C hair. Her own hair is very, very coarse, and mine is not coarse, mine is very, very fine, but we both have like the same characteristics, right? Because we're both on the 4C range. So what I'm doing to her hair is exactly what I did to my hair to retain so much length. So I have low porosity hair as well, and with low porosity hair, one thing you have to understand with extra kinky hair is that products do not penetrate when the hair is wet. So you have to apply products when the hair is already dried. Okay, this is the key here. So when the hair is dry is when you apply products, not when it's wet. And what we're going to do here is I'm going to do a flat twist. Now, the one of the best secrets technique for growing extra kinky hair is to use your own hair and not use any, what is it called? Canacolon extension. That's stuff that people use to braid or flat twist their hair. You don't really need it. You just need to do it to your own hair, because extra kinky hair tends to flourish without extensions being used for a flat twist or for cornrows. Okay, so this is what I would usually do. Now, this hair has not been moisturized because I am going to moisturize it line by line. I'm going to use a liquid detangler, which is my Aunt Jackie, not on my watch, and I'm going to use my TGIN daily moisturizer together, because with extra kinky hair you need a liquid and you need a thick butter in order for moisture to get in. And once it's in, that is it. You don't need to re-moisturize it again. I have said this in a few other videos, but I feel like I have to keep emphasizing on it. So this is the liquid I'm applying, which is a detangler. You may have a liquid moisturizer as well, but I would suggest something like a detangler because it's kinky. And when you're trying to part kinky hair, you realize it's like you're like pulling it apart. There's strands mixed with other strands. So I always go in with the liquid first, and you can see that I'm just putting it particularly on that row. Okay, because with extra kinky hair, if you were to put the moisture all over the hair and then part the hair, you realize that you're going to be missing some parts because there's a lot of hair. Okay, kinky hair is really, really full on the inside. You might not see a lot of length, but it's very, very full on the inside. So it's always good to part your hair and then moisturize it. So now I'm going in with the butter, and then I'm using this brush that is perfect for kinky hair, and I'm just brushing that particular line, that particular section. I'm really just focusing on that section alone. This is the best method to get moisture in. This is probably one of the best protective style in order to retain length. So I'm just making sure that the parting is right, because For me, I'm not really picky about the parting. I don't really care. But for some people, they are very, very picky with the parting. So I am now going to start doing a flat twist on her hair without using any extension. I'm just using her own hair. This is what I did for my hair as well. And I'm telling you now, your hair is going to be thriving. Okay, it's going to be flourishing. Um, Now you can see that I'm not why haven't I even started? Oh, I'm still trying to perfect the parting. So as you can see, I always try to take my time, okay? Because your strands are very precious. Every single strand is precious. I'm taking my time and I'm not rushing it. Okay, a lot of the times when we say a protective style is high manipulation, it's not really high manipulation, but because you're doing it too fast, it's making it high manipulation. And then as a result of that, like other strands are getting tangled and you're just ripping the hair apart. So I'm just moving in a slow motion and I'm taking my time and I'm just doing it bit by bit. And that's how it should be. But unfortunately, a lot of hairdressers, they tend to go too quick. And that's where you have hair loss happening because they're just moving too quickly. Because obviously something that they're used to is something that they've obviously been doing for years, right? But I'm just going slowly, and as you can see, my mom's quite still. You can tell by her facial expression that what I'm doing on her hair is not painful. Your hairstyle should not be painful, and even when you're doing your hair, you shouldn't be feeling any pain at all. If you're feeling some sort of pain, you need to stop and go a little bit slower and take it easy. This is why I highly suggest that you learn how to do your own hair, because if you learn how to do your own hair, you will know exactly what your hair likes, what it doesn't like, and you can do it according to your own how do I say it? According to your own pace. Like you can do it in a very pain-free way. But I know it's not everybody who's fortunate to do their own hair, because some people have a very big head, and as a result of that, they have lots of hair and they really can't get around it all in one day. So I understand. And some of you are probably lucky to have daughters or uncles or aunties who are able to do your hair. What I would suggest is you really have to let your hairdresser know that you really want to, retain as much length as they can, and you really need them to take their time to do your hair. Because you don't want, like shed hair is normal, but we don't want extra breakage. We don't want any more breakage if we're going to retain length. So you have every right to tell your hairdresser, look, this is how I want you to do my hair. I want you to moisturize it as you're doing this, blah, blah, blah. Because at the end of the day, you are paying her to do your hair. And she has to do your hair the way you want her to do it. So if you have enough knowledge on how to retain your hair, then you can be able to tell your hairdresser how she should do your hair. Because at the end of the day, it's not every hairdresser that knows how to take care of the hair or how to retain length. A lot of hairdressers are just stylists. They just know how to achieve a style, but they don't know how to make healthy hair or how to retain length on healthy hair, or they don't really know the principle of kinky hair and what it needs and how you should handle it basically. So this is one of the reasons why I love flat twist and cornrows, because those two styles are one of the best styles when it comes to retaining length. And the good part is, even though I really don't like it when I see people wearing wigs, even though I don't support people wearing wigs, but you can always throw a wig on top. You can throw some clip-in hair extensions on top. And some of you can rock your cornrows. Some of you are very fortunate that you have very nice facial features and you're able to rock your cornrows out of your house like that. So, or some of you might prefer to just put on a scarf. I know there's some girls, they don't really like doing a lot of hairstyles, but they love putting on scarves and bonnets and hairbands and all that kind of stuff. So, if you're that kind of person, then this is one of the best protective hairstyles for you. When I used to put my hair in cornrows, I would always have like clip-in hair extensions on top, and I would leave some of my hair out in the front. I'm just not doing that in this video because my mom does not want her hair out. She wants everything to be put under a protective style because she don't have time for her hair. And I get that. There's some people who have a very busy lifestyle and they don't have time to be thinking about some breakage going on in their hair or some hair loss happening. They don't have time to look into all of that. So what they prefer to do is just put it in a flat twist, put it in some cornrow and leave it alone for like a month or two. And that's perfectly fine because your hair, to be honest with you, your hair wants you to mind your own business and leave her alone. Okay, she wants to do her thing on your scalp and she wants you to do your thing in regards to your day-to-day life. So that's perfectly fine. When I usually do these type of protective style, I always leave these flat twist in for about let's just say 6 to 8 weeks. So we're looking about a month to 2 months, okay? But that's because I have built a very strong foundation from the very beginning of my natural hair. I hate using the word journey, but I just have to use it because I can't find any alternative word. So I'm at a stage where I can leave a protective style in for 6 to 8 weeks max, and that would be it. And that's what my mom does. She just leaves a protective style in for like a month max, and that's it. And she washes it out, and she does it again back to back, and it's been really helpful. So for those of you that don't know, my mom naturally has gray hair strands on her hair. Also she chopped her hair she chopped her hair off recently, so it's been thriving. She had a lot of breakage at one point because she was going to her hairdresser and her hairdresser was not handling the hair carefully. I was freaking out and I'm like, listen, I think I need to be the one doing your hair right now, because the health of your hair is more important than the style of your hair. Unfortunately, I may not know all the latest styles that hairdressers does, but one thing I do know is kinky hair needs a different technique and it needs extra time because it is extra kinky. So I obviously can't show you all me doing this hair row by row by row, because if I did, this video would be a very, very long video. But I hope you are getting the gist of it, of how to moisturize kinky hair. You have to part the hair. Moisturize it when the hair is dry. Please stop spraying water on these 4C hair to put moisture in it, because it's not going to get in there, especially if it's low porosity hair. It's not getting in there. So you have to start with a liquid, and I usually suggest a detangler to begin with. A liquid detangler, something that has a very good slip, and then use a butter on top. And when you do that, then style your hair the way you want to. So because this hair is short is the reason why we're doing a flat twist and a cornrow. If you have long natural hair, you can just do a twist, put your hair in twist, long twist, and get a bobbin and put it together. The key to retaining length with extra kinky hair is to stop brushing it every day. Okay, that is really the secret. Stop brushing it every day because extra kinky hair tends to stay in its own place. So what do I mean by that? If you did a twist on your kinky hair, there's no need for you to brush or re-moisturize or do anything to it for like a whole month. Honestly, if you did it the right way on wash day, there's no need for you to do anything to it. It would just stay the way it is, and that's kinky hair for you. If you put kinky hair up, it would stay up. All right, but the only thing it won't do is to stay down because it's meant to be out. It's meant to stick out until you've got a lot of hair going on with a lot of volume. That's when it's gonna drop down. So that's pretty much it. So I've done all the flat twists on her hair now. Now it's time to take care of the scalp. I personally take care of my scalp after I've washed my hair. But with my mom, she prefers me to do it after I've started her hair. She told me that she still feels that mental effect when I use it during her style. So I guess it's perfect for her. I am going to do a review on this product. I did use this product in my previous video talking about how I take care of my scalp on wash day. Hopefully very, very soon you will be getting a product review from me from this product, because it is a 10 out of 10. It is a must have. You need it in your life, especially those of you that are suffering from dandruff, itchy scalp, bald patches on your scalp. You're definitely going to need this. And I'm just putting this in every single row on her hair. And that is pretty much it. It's very easy to take care of your hair if you actually know what you're doing. Kinky hair is really not that hard. I feel like it's hard when you're trying to get it to do what it can't do, or trying to force it to be what it's not. That's when you're making it really hard for yourself. But if you just do what it can do and you accept it for the way it is, you're going to find a way to make it easy and find a way to make it work. So this is really it. It looks really neat. Very nice flat twist with some gray hair strands going on there. And yeah, make sure you like the video. Stay blessed and stay beautiful. And I'm going to see you all in my next video. Bye.